What are disruptive technologies? Often I have conversations with people about one or two disruptive technologies like self-driving cars, 3D printing, but there are obviously more. And most people don't have a good idea about what they are, how many, why they matter, and when they're happening. So I've been looking for kind of like an overview of disruptive technologies that I can use for myself to be better informed, but also the people I work with. And I found a very cool tool. Let me take you to London. Let me take you to the Imperial College London and their department called Tech Foresight. At Tech Foresight, they look at the future and they look at disruptive technologies. And what they have done is they have found 100 technologies that they have mapped in what they call the table of disruptive technologies. And here it is. Now, when you first look at it, there's a lot of stuff going on. So let me break it down. On the left side with the colors, that's the actual table of disruptive technologies. That might remind you of the periodic table of elements that you had in your chemistry lessons in school. On the right side, you have a long list of references, which are examples of companies, organizations that are actually applying these technologies or exploring them. Let's go back to the table. What I like about this table is that they have color-coded the technologies. So what does that mean? Each color represents time. Green technologies are happening right now. So they include things like autonomous cars, vertical farming, delivery robots. Next out, you have yellow. Yellow are things that will happen next, and those include 3D printing of food, self-writing software, lifelong personal avatar assistance. How about that? If you then look at red and gray, those are technologies out in the distance, 20, 30 years down the road, and they include pollution-eating buildings, data uploading to the brain, and space elevators. I want one of those. So how would I suggest you use this table? Number one, understand disruptive technology. So you can take the table, you can look at it. Some of the technologies you will understand, some of them you will not. So you can use this table to go deeper on the ones you don't understand. You can use the references on the right. You can use Google to search and find examples of how these technologies might be used in the future. Once you have that understanding, you can have a conversation with your team about how will these potentially impact our industry, our customers, the way we do things, and you can start then to have conversations about what are we going to do? Yes, I am excited about this table, and I have already printed some copies. I'm going to have them laminated. Kind of old school, but I love laminated copies. I'm going to use them in workshops where participants can hold them, they can look at them, and they can have more informed conversations about disruptive technologies. How are they going to impact us, and when is it going to happen, and what can we do about it? You might want to do that too. So below you will find a link to the PDF version of this lovely table. I suggest you download it, use it, because as we know, if you don't disrupt yourself, someone else will. My name is Thomas Bay, and I will be back. Boom.